Hi, and welcome to the Bloomsburg University Wrestling Report. I'm Tom McGuire, along with Huskies head coach Marcus Gordon. The Huskies coming off a tough loss to George Mason the other day, losing 24-18, losing the last bout of the match by fall. And coach, really a tough way to end the match. You were down 18-12, rallied a tie, and then to lose that way. What did you talk to the team afterwards about?
Overall, the team, they competed really well. Out of 7 of the 10 bouts, I thought even the ones that we lost, they wrestled hard. They were out there creating situations to score. And whenever you give up 18 points and 3 matches with the pins, it's tough to come back on. And whenever we gave up two pins, like you said, we were down 18-12, I believe it was, and we managed to rally back and tied up going into the last match. Before Tyler Worthing walked out there, I told him, there's no pressure. It's no different if you're the first match or the last match. You just got to get out there and wrestle hard. And obviously, we ended up giving up a pin there. But like I said, we're still improving. But they got to understand how important bonus points are. And whenever you give up, whenever there's only 10 bouts in a duel and you give up 3 pins, that's a pretty big deficit to start come back on.
Yeah, you mentioned the bonus point victories, and 2 of your lower weight guys, Willie Gerard and Matt Noble, both picked up wins by bonus points. Willie picking up a major decision, and Matt coming well with the technical fall. Talk about their progress so far this season, especially Willie as a true freshman out there on the mat.
Willie's a true freshman, and whenever he came to campus, it was one of those that in my head I was thinking we were going to redshirt him, get him a little bigger, and get him ready for college wrestling. And obviously he stepped up, and he's like a sponge right now. He's, everything you show, he learns, he works hard, and it's showing out on the mat, with his everyday actions. And he's a kid that's going to wrestle all 7 minutes, and he's got a lot of energy out there, and he's fun to watch because, even a couple weeks ago he lost a match where he was winning the bout up with about 15 seconds left, and he made a mistake trying to score more points. You'd rather have a kid doing that every day rather than one that you have to really push to get out there and score points. So yeah, he's been a real help to the program. Matt Noble, he's so far this year he's been one that's very exciting to watch. He's out there, he's good on his feet. He scores a lot of takedowns, and he really puts a lot of points on the board. So I don't remember what the score was this past week.
25-9.
25-9. So that's a lot of points. You think you're watching a football game whenever you watch that match. So he's once again, a couple of those lower weights are really a good kickstart for the dual meets. And granted, the last couple of duels, the opposing team have chose to draw for a weight class. So it doesn't really affect this past week whenever we started at heavyweight. But it's nice to have those first couple of guys in the lineup that are going to get out there and score points and put us in a good position to be ahead.
This coming weekend, you're heading out to Lock Haven for the PSAC tournament. A little different setup for the team as opposed to the last couple of weeks just being dual matches. How is it different as a coach for you in a tournament-style setting, and how is it different for the wrestlers?
I'll start with the wrestlers. The wrestlers, instead of preparing to wrestle one match, you're preparing to wrestle 3, 4, 5, depending on if you win it, if you would happen to get put in the loser's bracket. But as a wrestler, every wrestler would rather go to an open tournament or go to a tournament. You get a longer time after weigh-ins, which is huge. Getting a 2-hour recovery time after weigh-ins, you feel a lot better to get out there and compete. And then they, as a coach, you have to make sure they're doing the right things, because they're going to be ready to compete, they're going to be ready to wrestle, but you have to make sure that they, in between matches, they're getting some rest and putting some nutrition back in their body, so they're prepared for that long day. That whenever you weigh in at 7 and you finish wrestling at 7 at night, it's a long day of competing. It's long for the coaches as well, but it's because you're dealing with multiple opponents where. I laugh with the coaching staff and say at tournaments we wrestle the matches too. It feels like because mentally you're trying to get paired for the next kid that the 125-pounder might have or the 33-pounder might have, and then he wins that match and goes on. So then you're thinking ahead for the next one, trying to make sure all 10 guys are ready throughout the day at different times. But it's wrestling, so it's fun.
And it's going to be a mix of Division I and II at this meet. So, but even those D2 guys, they're not bad wrestlers.
Absolutely not. There's quite a few. I know Pitt Johnstown has quite a few ranked guys. Mercyhurst has quite a few ranked guys in Division II. And a couple of them have returning national runner-ups on their team at the Division II level. And they come and wrestle hard, and that's one thing about wrestling is obviously, Division I is the top level, but wrestling, it's an individual sport, so there's a lot of tough kids that go Division II, Division III in the IA. It's fun. It's fun to get out there and compete, and because we don't see all the teams in our conference a lot throughout the year, so it's fun to get to compete with them, and it's one of those where it's a tournament. Like I try to tell guys, it's just another tournament. Get out there and wrestle. It doesn't make a difference what division they are, or if they're ranked opponents, or if they're not ranked opponents.
Well, again, action will be at Lock Haven this coming weekend. If you're interested to head out there, action will get underway at 10 o'clock in the morning out at Lock Haven University for the PSAC Championship Tournament. And Coach, I want to wish you the best of luck out there, and we'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you.